I think the idea behind the project was to attract tourism to Toronto and also to raise money for charity and to give artists an opportunity to do a big project like this. And so I think it achieved all of the above, although there was at the time a fair bit of controversy about the moose. You know, some of them were pretty bad, and some of them were really great. And people stole the antlers, even stole some of the moose. And people thought it wasn't art. But it wasn't supposed to be high art. It was supposed to be a fun project for the city and to attract tourism and raise some money for charities. It was really an interesting thing to do. It had its challenges, of course, but in the end, it was a lot of fun. And I actually did two moose. Yeah, I did the Bay Street Mousse, and then I did another one called Strawberry Mousse with whipped cream.
So the former owners of IntegraCare bought this moose when Mel Lastman was trying to attract the Olympics here to Toronto, and there were moose all over the city. And IntegraCare bought and adopted Florence Moosengale. So the story of Florence Moosengale has become very, very popular in Leaside and is a fan favorite in the neighborhood. And it's because of her amazing costumes. And our former assistant retired. Her name is Marguerite. And Marguerite insisted that upon her retirement, she wanted one thing, and that was to be able to continue to dress Florence Moosengale. And so she'll come here, and every 4 to 6 weeks approximately, we'll find a new uniform costume on Flow, and it'll always be apropos with the season. So this was for Canada Day, and people love it. We see cars driving by, and they love the costumes, and they love Flow. There's only one other moose that we know of that's still in the relative neighborhood, and that's one on Mount Pleasant, on the rooftop on Mount Pleasant. And we used to get Valentine's Day cards from that moose to Flow. The people that bought these moose, they love the camaraderie of owning these moose.
It created a lot of buzz at the time, and people would go to various locations where there were moose and have their pictures taken. And I think it was good for tourism, and it was just a pretty cool campaign. When they decided to sell the moose off after the campaign, my ex-husband and my daughter were very interested in purchasing one. And so there was one that they had in mind that they wanted. It was like a tourist moose, and it was a female, and she had a hat and a camera around her neck. And that was the one that they wanted. And so when it came down to the bidding, it was actually pretty competitive. And so the one that we ended up with was one that was done by the students of TDSB. It was $1,000. I just really liked it. It's just a cool thing to have. I really enjoy it.